Hello friends, welcome back to MuleSoft Academy. In today's session, we are going to write a specification for our API. In the last session, we have created an asset, which is our global data type. We have synced it with our design center. We have published it to the exchange. And the same asset, global asset, we are going to refer as external dependency in our API specification today. Before jumping on to the details, I'll encourage everyone to please go ahead, subscribe the channel, hit the like button, hit the bell icon so that you'll get notifications for upcoming videos. And don't forget to explore other important content from the channel. Okay, thank you. Let's start with our session today. So agenda is very clear. We are going to write a specification. We are going to write a specification with the proper best practices and modularizations. Okay. As we have decided in our specification on API, there will be a multiple resources, but for our sessions, we'll use account and customer. We'll have CRUD operations on those resources. We'll try to use RAML, and we'll try to give option to support both the protocols. We'll try to use query methods, query parameters, and then we'll try to have our security mechanism where we'll be using client ID, client secret as header parameters. And yeah, that's all. Let's jump on to quickly to our code builder. So I have created very simple project right now, empty, nothing is there. It's a complete empty project. And if you go to the account data type here, which is we have published, which is available on our exchange. If we go to the design center, I'll go to my design center where we have, let's go to design center. We'll be having our that global asset over here. Okay. So I upgrade a little bit this one. If you see the last session, we had only two properties over there, account ID and status. I added few more properties for our demo. Okay, that's it. And in design center, as I mentioned, we have created empty project. So you'll be able to see that empty project over here also. This SBI, and just for the demo, I the name. Okay. Let's go quickly. So we are going to follow this document and save a lot of time. So we'll avoid typing everything, but I'll explain each and everything so that I'll get more time for explanation. Okay. Two resources, all CRUD operations will secure by client ID enforcement. Okay. Let's go ahead. So if you see here, we'll go with again control space, use, I'll go ahead and say media type first, and then second we'll use protocols. And if you go here quickly, HTTPS, and as per our documentation, we'll say we'll support both. Okay, in media type, we'll say I'm going to support application JSON as well as application XML. This will be media type. And one important thing, we'll go ahead and we'll say I'm going to pass version also, which is standard. So these are the best practice, minimum best practices we should have. And then we'll start with the resources. So we have going to have two resources. Now, important point, why I use the plural and the noun. So whenever you are creating any resource, okay, try to use the noun, which is the best practice. And if you know that this resource is going to return a collection of records, then always try to use the plural noun. Okay. On this accounts, we'll be having CRUD methods. So for demo, we'll use only two methods, get and post. Okay, so one more resource we'll be having, which is our customers. Again, best practice, customer is a noun and customers is a plural form of that noun. Okay, both again, we'll have get method, we'll have post method. Okay, this is what we have. Now, instead of embedding everything in this main root RAML file, we'll try to create a logical grouping of our assets. So one asset, as I mentioned, we'll try to refer it from our exchange itself, okay, which is a global copy of account data type. So let's go ahead and add that first over to our project. Okay. So let's go ahead and to add that dependency or external dependency fragment to our project. Let's see again, Control Shift P. You'll find that MuleSoft, type MuleSoft. Okay. Colon, try typing add fragment dependency as a from Exchange. Okay. Once you go here, you type our asset on data type. Okay, you can see that the updated version is available here. You can see the old version also. I already mentioned, right? I have updated it and added new fields. So that's the reason I could see the new updated version of assets available. So I'll go ahead and say, give me that. The dependency will get added over here. So meanwhile, what we'll do, we'll try to create a logical grouping. So we'll create folders. So I'll say I want examples also. Okay. I want not under examples. I'll go back and I'll say not examples. I want at this level. Okay. So data types. Okay. So we'll just simply create folders and one by one, we'll keep on adding files over there. And I want traits. Okay. So, okay, these are enough for our session. Okay, so let's go to data type. Let's start with example. So under example, I'll say, hey, give me a file. Under examples, I will say, I want accounts.json, which is the response of my get method of my accounts. And same example, we'll use it for post method also. So account.json. And as I mentioned, I'll be taking it from my document. Okay, so instead of typing it, we can save a lot of time. So go ahead and get it from here. Control, come back here. Control V. This will be my example for my accounts. Okay. Similar way, we'll create one more example here called customers.json. Quickly, again, we'll take it the data from our document. Okay, come back. Control. This is the output for our response for our customer request. Now let's go to data type. So one data type, we are already referring it from Exchange. Okay, which is this one. We'll refer it for accounts and we'll create new fresh data type over here for our customer. So I'll say customer data type and the extension will be RAML. Let's go ahead. Let's try to use our document. Okay. So I have little complex data type for customer, but I'll explain why I'm using this. So if you see here, what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to explore library here, because for account, we already seen how to write data type. In library, what happens, we can combine multiple assets. So if here, if you see here, if you see, I have customer type, okay, which is a data type for my customer resource. And in this data type, internally, I'm referring address type and phone type. Okay, these are custom data types I have created below. Address type, which has two properties, street and city. Phone type, we have two properties called phone number and phone type. Now here I'm referring, and these three assets have combined together. If you want to do that, then you can use library. Okay, not only homogeneous assets, you can combine heterogeneous assets also. For example, in library, you can have traits, you can have data types, you can have resource types together. Okay, or security schemes also. Okay, and this library comes as part of RAML 1.0. Okay, so our customer, let me repeat again. So we are ready with customer data type. We are ready with two examples, and we have referred external dependency fragment to validate our our account request. Okay, let's go back to our RAML now. So under get as per our requirement, if you remember our requirement, we are going to use query parameter called account. Okay, let's go ahead and add that query parameter quickly. So under gets, get method, we'll have query parameters. Under query parameters, as per our requirement, we'll go ahead and say account type. Under account type, if I don't pass anything, type will be string and required will be true. I don't want to type it again, but I want to pass or restrict user to have a predefined static account types, and that we can do by using enum. Okay, under enum, we can go ahead and pass these values. We can say that, hey, saving loan current. Okay, so you can pass, you can have one more query parameter called branch, but right now account type. Okay, so I'm using only one for demo. And then after passing query parameter, we'll have responses. The responses will have successful responses as well as the error responses. So right now we'll focus on successful response. So a response will have body will have media type, and under media type we'll have example. Now this example will refer it from our folders. So how to refer exclamatory and include keyword. This will take you to the folders, examples, and it will take you to the accounts.json. Okay, so that's our get method for accounts. Right now we have not applied any traits, we have not applied any securities. We are going to apply that. Now post method will have a body, right? And under body it will have MIME type. Under MIME type it will have a type. Now because the incoming request I want to validate, so we'll validate against type. Now to have a type, I can embed it here. Okay, I can define the type. We already have a copy of data from a external dependencies. We'll go ahead and we'll use that. Okay, so to refer that external, we need to create a reference object. Create a reference object. We have a keyword called types. Under types, I'll define first account. Okay, and again a beautiful word called include, control space. It will take you to exchange modules, and then version and RAML file. Second one, I have data type called customer. Again, I will say include. This time I'm not going to have exchange modules. Now I have local copy of data type. So there are two different ways of what is wrong. Okay, yeah, so good to have errors. If you see why it is throwing error, we are trying to include the library. Okay, and to include library we don't need include keyword. Okay, that is first correction, syntax correction. Now still we are getting error since we are including type library. We have a keyword called usage. Okay, this usage will help us to include or refer any library. So this customer data type was library, and we have created a reference object for that. Our exchange asset was a real data type. So that's the reason to refer this assets. We have different keywords. So we have types and we have usage for library, types for data type. I think we're ready with the data types, both the data types. Now we can go ahead and first, so I'll be expecting multiple accounts. So I'll just say account here, and I'll be saying that I can get the array of accounts to create in one shot. Then we'll be getting a response, And then response will be, if it is successful, we are focusing right now on successful responses. It will be 201. There will be a body. There will be a MIME type, and in MIME type will be passing MIME type, and then we'll be setting example. And under example, I simply say, okay, we'll get message. This also can be externalized and keep it in separate folder, but it's a small message, so I'll just keep it here. Accounts created. Okay. Same thing will repeat for our customer. So let me copy this for our customer instead of typing it again. I'll just go ahead here, Control V. So what we have, we don't need, I'll just say under customer instead of account type, I say CT as my query parameter. Now I cannot pass enum over here. Responses will be here. And I want this time customers. Basically, I'll go under sample. Then we have customer.json. This will be my example. And now this time I'll be expecting customer here. Okay. And in customer, since this is a library, we have customer data. If I open it, so I'll be interested in this data type. So I'll go ahead and sorry, I'll go back to my root RAML file, where if you say control space customer type, other types are referred by this type. Okay, the actual data type is customer type. Okay, and the yeah, so I missed one thing in the body part. We need to pass example. Okay, that we missed. So here we'll be referring example from, so include keyword, and we'll be taking example from here. We'll be referring customers.json. Okay, and here under this guy example will refer same thing. So we are for simplicity, I am referring the get response and post request as the same example, but in the real world, these two things will be different. Okay, same thing true for customer also. So we are keeping only one example for now. Okay, I think our without security, without trait, our skeleton is ready. Let's go ahead and quickly test it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Our both get methods are query parameters. So if I go to get method, try it, you can see we have, we'll go ahead and simply send. You can see proper output we are getting. Let's quickly go back and look for post method. Try it, you can see proper example, and looks perfect. Okay, and say send. So this is the account request you are going to set. Multiple accounts you are trying to create, and you'll get 201 if everything is fine and accounts created. Okay, same goes for our back to docs, and I'll go back to customers. I'll pick one customer and set right. This is a customer example, and okay, I need to correct that message here. Let's go ahead and say customers created. Okay, so let's go ahead. I have created trait folder, but I have not added anything over here. So we'll go ahead and create new file here, traits. So we'll try to apply some header traits. Okay, so let's go ahead and basically I'm going to add error responses instead of error responses dot RAML. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll just copy again from our reference document. Okay, trait. Yeah. So this is a trait. I'll just go ahead and so other than your successful response, right? There'll be error response also. So we have 400, 404, 500. Now let's go ahead and try to apply this trait on our root RAML file. So right now, if you see any get method, right, it only supports now 200. So what we are going to do is we are going to refer those traits. So we have to if you want to refer a trait, we have keyword called traits, and we create a reference object. So I'll say error response colon will include and control space, go to traits folder, and we have error responses. Now, how to apply this? You can directly go under account resource, and we have a special keyword called is, and you can use that is keyword, and now we have error response as. So now if you go to the get method, now you see you are supporting 200, 400, 404. So this way we can use the modularization for both the resources. I can go ahead and apply same thing for my customer. Okay. Now we can go ahead and create a resource types also. I don't want to make it complex. If you look at a clear structure of account, right? We are applying trait, we have get method, we have post method, and here also we have get, post. So structure is similar, only the values which are getting referred here, right? So here we are referring customer specific values, here we are referring account specific values. We can go ahead and actually create template out of it. Okay. You can go ahead and you can explore that part, but I'm not going to create that. Okay. So resource types we are skipping. Now let's go ahead. Now what is pending? Now we want to apply the security on top of it. Okay. So security, we'll go ahead and create security scheme. Okay, I don't want folder there. I want at this level. So I'll say security schemes. Okay, folder. Under security schemes, we'll create custom security. So I'll just say custom security scheme RAML. Okay, and we'll try to get again from the documents. Okay, so just copy this, add it. Now in header, I really don't want this. I want client hyphen ID. Okay, client ID, and second I want client hyphen secret. So best practices, it should be small case and underscore client underscore ID, client underscore secret. Okay, if you don't pass type and required, both are string and required is equal to true. Okay, so this is what we are expecting from our security scheme. Okay, so if any of the value or none of the value is correct, then we'll get 404 error, unauthorized access. Okay, so let's save this. Let's try to apply the security scheme on our root RAML file. So to have that, we have keyword called security schemes. So first we need to create a reference object. So I'll say custom sec. Okay, first we include security scheme custom security.raml. And now how to apply this on our resources. So globally we can apply. Okay, so we have keyword called secured by, and we have now Okay, so now we can go ahead, and now if you see on all the resources, on all the methods, this custom security is applied now. Let's go ahead and check it, whether it's applied or not. If you pick the get method from here, now you can see here security is applied. And if you see the security, it says that X authentication. Okay. And let's change the name a little bit. I'll just use client ID enforcement. Okay. Now if I go back to my console, client ID enforcement, you can see that, right? So let's go to documentation. Close this, close this, close this. Okay. I pick this get method. You can see security now. Is it not saved? What happened? We won something wrong. Let me see. X hyphen client ID enforcement. Okay. Let's go back again here. Get the post method. X auth, still X auth is coming. Okay. Just need to check X auth. Okay, something is not getting synced, but you can see that now all our methods. If you want only one method, you can go ahead and do this also. Under this are all the methods of only accounts. Okay, you can go ahead here and you can do that. You can go ahead and say tab only the accounts methods are secured now. There is no custom security applied on this. Okay, so if I go and check only get, you'll be able to security. So both way we can do that, but right now what we'll do, we'll apply it globally here. Okay, so let me check again. Yeah, now it's reflected here. Now if you go to the get method of or post method of our let's go under security here. Yeah, everywhere is updated now. Okay, so for saving it, maybe it will take some time. Okay, now I think we are ready with this specification. Let's test it quickly. Let me close everything. Let's open the console. Final testing. Okay, so let's say post of my customer, right? Now you can see here client ID and client secret. Now these client ID and client secrets are just, they're enforcing us to pass the value. These values won't get validated unless you go implement the specification, apply the policy on top of it. Otherwise, these are just enforcement of some string values. You can see that you're getting proper output. If I remove this and if I send, you see header client secret is missing. Okay. That's all from this session. In next coming session, what we are going to do is we are going to implement this. Okay. Few things are pending. So let's go ahead and commit this. So I'll say first, I'll say complete API specification. Okay. Commit it. Yes. Save the changes. Once this is sync, okay, let's go to design center, go to a project. It will be a proper project. Okay, now you can see that properly it's synced. Everything's are logically grouped over here. Okay, next thing, what we are going to do is we are going to publish it. So close everything. Close. Let's publish this project to Control-Shift-P, and we already have our history over here. So we can say MuleSoft public API specific to Exchange. The moment you say that, enter, 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 that's it. This guy will publish this asset API specific project to our Exchange, and that's all from this session. So once we confirm it's published to Exchange, we are done from this session. In next session, we'll implement this and then we'll deploy it to the Cloud Hub. Okay, refresh. Refresh. It will take some time. I'm still publishing it. Let's wait for few seconds. It's published. Let's go ahead, refresh it. You can see that the proper specification is available here. So that's all from this session, guys. Hope you liked it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.